Yeah, Medium made music.
It's your boy Kid Prodigy.
Hey, K, what's good, baby? How you?
I'm good, baby. Out here living the life.
Yeah, that's what it is, baby. Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
All right.
For all my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity, man, to sit down with an incredibly gifted artist that goes by the name of Kid Prodigy. And we're going to sit down with Kid for a little while, baby. He's going to let us know what it takes for him to put his in, man. So, Kid, baby, how the industry treating you these days, son?
Okay, hey, what you said, boss?
I said, so how the industry treating you these days, son?
I mean, you know how it is. I mean, sometimes it's a little rough, but you always got to push through and never let somebody tell you can't do this and you can't do that.
Yeah, no
Not
question.
Can achieve anything you want to. You feel me?
Yeah, no doubt. So let's crack it off, baby. Let everybody know where you officially from and how long you've been actually doing your thing, son.
I got to give a big shout out to CT. CT is where I was born and raised. I will always rep CT no matter where I go. I lived in California for a while.
Yeah.
I still rep Danbury to be specific. Let's put them on the map. I've been doing this, I believe, since I was in 6th grade. I started doing this, and I'm going to keep doing it till I die. You heard me?
Yeah, no doubt, baby. I hear you all day. So let's explain. You got a lot of listeners out there, baby, and a lot of people out here listening to you, man. I want you to tell everybody, man, like, what was your inspiration? There had to be something or somebody that inspired you or made you want to do the music that you do and the way that you do it, man. Who was that, and how did that all come about?
All right. When we bring it to that, it's a chain reaction from that.
Mm-hmm.
My father actually was a music artist in his time, so he actually introduced the love of music to my whole family. Now I got a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters, and every one of them can rap, sing, or whatever. My whole family loves music, so I got to give a big shout out to my oldest brother, Vandell. He actually introduced the music thing to all of us, because he was older than all of us. We all watched him. We all seen him doing his music thing, and I can't even lie. He taught us what it is to be a rapper, to be a singer. He taught me about the music game, and I took everything that he taught me, and I, created it my own way and became my own artist. So I always got to give love and pay homage to my oldest brother, Vandell, and my pops.
Yeah, good stuff, baby. So you kind of a little different, KD. You know what I'm saying? You got your brother in on your team that's in your camp with you at all times. You know what I'm saying? And you and Blaze Hollow be doing your thing out there. You dig? And tell us, man, how that kind of tell me how that kind of formulated. You know what I'm saying? And how you guys kind of put your music in and keep that sibling rivalry away from what you do every day, but at the same time be able to kind of put it together and put good music out.
I got you. A lot of people actually ask me that question. That's a good question. Honestly, Blaze is also one of my brothers. We've been kicking it for a long time. Long time. Now, the reason why, Blaze Hollow is my right-hand man. If you look at my songs, most of my songs are with Blaze Hollow. The reason being is because when I'm in the studio with Blaze Hollow, we got that vibe. Like, we got that same connection, like we got the same vision at the end of the day. So I feel like it's easier to connect when I got him in the studio. I hit my target every single time. And every song that we put out, together, it always becomes a hit.
Right.
And I actually have him here with me as well. And he's agreeing with me, everything I'm saying.
Big shout out to Blaze Hollow in the building. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always here, baby. Far Rock America.
No doubt, kid. You know what I'm saying? So KB, man. Listen, Katie, this is what I'm. What's the message that when you doing your music? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be you or Blaze together. What's the music? What's the message that you're trying to convey when you cats is putting out your music, man, the way that you do?
That's a good question. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a very diverse artist. I've tried and experienced a little bit of everything, Mm-hmm. That's why I believe that I am the best that there is right now, because I'm well capable of doing any type of music, any genre. Now, the message that I bring when I do a song, it depends on what audience I'm trying to reach at the time. Now, I actually just released a solo album, my first solo album I ever did. Released it in January. It's called Triangle. I don't know if you heard it, but I know a lot of people listening have heard it. Now, that album specifically, the message I was trying to bring was I know everything, I know a lot of people have been through this already. It was a bad breakup, between a girl that I thought was the love of my life and stuff like that. And I was just basically telling stories about, stuff that each and every one of us has been through.
Right.
The message I try to bring with my music is I try to, say the things that people won't say. You know what I mean? I say the things that people aren't brave enough to say, but they feel it every time they hear my music, and they be like, you know what? He's telling the truth, and I dig that. Now, don't get me wrong. I can switch it up, and I can do the radio music that everyone loves to hear because I've done it. You have to have music like that. Have music that can address any crowd.
Right.
I also, I have I have a couple EDM songs. I actually just ventured off into the country, believe it or not.
Okay.
I just did a country song.
Right. Right.
So, my forte is I try to be diverse.
Right.
I try to teach people, what it is to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, no doubt. And let me just say, man, for those that haven't heard the Cats, your newest project or your newest CD, and we're gonna get into all of that. We're gonna talk about all that. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to say amazed. I want to say a little surprised by the range that you have. I listened to your CD, and once again, I was amazed of your range, man, about the different genres and the different way that you actually was doing your music. And I actually thought that was pretty refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Because today, man, cats get kind of pigeonholed into a certain way that they do their thing. You dig? And then when they try to step out of that box, it don't work for them because they've pigeonholed themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I was really, really, really surprised, man, when I heard your music, and I was like, this is good. This is real refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Because KP is hitting all boxes. You dig what I'm saying? Check that box. Reggae, check that box. You know what I'm saying? R&B, check that box. EDM, check that box. You know what I'm saying? And that was a beautiful thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that was absolutely a beautiful thing. And one of the things that actually caught me, man, was something that you actually, I read something that you was doing, and I thought this was really, really a cool saying that you had. And it's kind of like it's a thing that I have in my head that I also live my life by. And it said, in order to be the best, you must first defeat the best. So.
But I said it.
Go. Let me hear it, baby. Tell us what you said. Let me get it right. I mean, I don't want to screw it up. You know what I mean? I don't want to fuck it up. You know what I mean? By not quoting you verbatim. You dig what I'm saying? Tell us, man, what you said. You know what I'm saying? And tell me why, man, you feel that way about that quote that you made.
Right. All right, so what I said was exactly what you said. I said, in order to be the best, you must first defeat the best. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because there's always going to be somebody better than you. That's always what my family has preached to me growing up. You can't be the biggest and the baddest always. There's always somebody that's better than you. But in order to be the best, you must first defeat who's better than you at the time. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So at the time, when I first started, obviously there were a lot of people better than me, but I don't like coming in second. I ran track in high school, and I know what it feels like to come in second. Everybody praises whoever crossed the line first, no matter if you came in second or not.
Right. Because you come in second, you're the first loser. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. My mom said that all the
time. So KP, man, tell us, man, a little bit about some of the challenges, man, that you faced, you know what I'm saying, that you've encountered in this game on your journey to success. You know what I mean? What's some of the things, man, that you wish you could have done better or wish you were better? Just tell us about some of the challenges, man, that you have in the things that you do every day with your music.
I'm very humble when it comes to that. I know where I went wrong and what I did wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can never say I'm perfect. Actually, when I was 15 years old, I encountered, the tough love stage of my life. My mom, I love her to death, and I would do anything for her. When I was 15 years old, she showed me the tough love, and I wanted to be a man so bad So she said, okay, you want to be a man? You be a man then. So I left my mom's house when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I had to go out and experience this life and this life we live in
Mm-hmm.
on my own.
Yeah.
I seen how grimy it really is. And a lot of things that my mom taught me when I was growing up and I didn't want to hear at the time, I realized everything she was saying was true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I've been on my own, since I was 15. That was a big struggle I had to go through in my life. But I don't regret it at all because it taught me a lot of things and it made me who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I go so hard with my music, because I know that where I came from nothing, but I want everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the reason why I go so hard. Also, I got a lot of family, man. I just had a niece a year ago. I got a niece now. I got a goddaughter.
Yeah.
I just want my whole family to be good. At the end of the day, I put them before me any day of the week.
No doubt.
So I came from that. I came from, being on my own, figuring out what I'm going to eat tonight, figuring out where I'm going to sleep tonight. Believe it or not, I was that dude.
Right.
Homeless. And, the only person that really held it down at the time was my right-hand man, Blaze Hollow.
Yeah.
He opened the door for me and said, I could stay there as long as I need to. Get myself together. That's why that will always be my brother to the day I die.
No doubt.
At that time, it was the roughest time of my life, and he was the only one that really held it down for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why I went from that. I went from that, and then when I had the means to do so, my brother, he went to jail. He got out of jail. As soon as he got out of jail, I took him with me. I moved him out to California with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Showed him a life. I had to pay him back for all the shit that he done.
No question.
Fact,
hey, and it sounds like, that you keep your circle tight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know, sometimes that's the key to success. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're doing and how you get down and all that. And with those that are listening, man, being that you was on that family tip over there, you know what I'm saying? I need you to extend that out a little bit. And there's some young artists or there's some up and coming artists that's actually listening to this today as me and you speak. And so one of the things that I would like for you to do, you know what I'm saying, is what advice would you give an up-and-coming artist, man, on some of the pitfalls that you've had an opportunity to step in, but now you want to spread a little message so they don't have to step into those same pitfalls that maybe slowed you down a little bit?
Listen, man, I got a lot of advice I can give to people. My number one thing is don't ever, 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 ever let somebody tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just people that don't see your vision. You know what I mean? Because I've met a lot of people, even some of my family. Some people. I know a lot of people that will tell you that you can't do this, and it's just because they're not looking at things the way you are. But that doesn't mean that you have to make your scenario to fit them. You don't have to do that. If they're not seeing where you're coming from and seeing where you're trying to go, then you know what? You cut them off. Simple. Right. Don't be afraid to cut people off. That's my number one message, because I met a lot of people that I shouldn't have wasted my time with. That's what my mom always taught me. Don't waste your time with unnecessary people.
Right.
And I've done that a lot. I thought people was my best friend, people was my friends, and it turned out to be they look where they at now, nowhere. So now I'm out here, and now I'm investing into myself.
No doubt.
And my music will always come first. So that's my message I want to share.
No question. No doubt, baby. All right, let's get to the project, baby. Let's talk about this project. You know what I'm saying, that you're working on. Is it a new project? Is it an old project? Is it something that you've been putting together for a while? Tell me who's involved with it, the name of it. I mean, let us know what it is, baby.
Oh, man. Listen, all my fans out there that follow KP, that follow Kid Prodigy, they already know what's coming. Mm-hmm. They know Heat Wave is on the way. You know what I mean? Ever since I moved to California,
yes, sir,
they know Heat Wave is on the way.
Yeah, no doubt, baby.
I just want everybody to be ready for Heat Wave. I was telling Blaze Hollow, actually, the other day, I haven't dropped it yet, because I want people to anticipate it. They waiting. They keep contacting me. Yo, KP, when you dropping Heat Wave? Nah, you're gonna wait for this. So the reason why I'm keeping people waiting is because this project that I'm coming out with, I got a lot of messages I want to share to people. And believe it or not, there's a lot of subliminal messages and this this new album. Some people might say it's I'm talking shit about people, but I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't call it that.
Yeah.
I believe it's just me truth about people.
Right.
And this day and age we live in, everybody loves drama.
Right.
Everybody loves
Right.
about what somebody else is doing. So I got the dirt.
Right.
If I want to hear it, I got the dirt.
And some people ain't receptive to the truth like as other people are. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes some shit just has to be said. You feel me? Hey man, so you sent over a couple of tracks, man. You know what I'm saying? And we had an opportunity to listen to some of that music, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? You sent over a track. I think it was Busted. You know what I'm saying? Tony Montana.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I mean, this is kind of giving me a little insight on the frame of mind that you was in when you was putting your music in. You know what I'm saying? So give your fans and the people that's listening right now, you know what I'm saying, a little taste, baby, of what thought process was going through in your head, baby, when you was putting these things down. You know what I'm saying?
Before you play those songs, I just want to say one thing. That song I sent you, Come Back, I got a lot of people that love that song. A lot of people tell me that's their favorite song they ever heard, Come Back. That was actually a song released on my album called Triangle. And I know a lot of females that told me that's their favorite song. So, Tony Montana was just a little song me and Blizz got together.
That's 10K
what I'm
views,
saying?
bro.
We got, actually, believe it or not, that song was posted on YouTube by a company named Montage.
Okay.
And it actually got 10,000 views right now as we count.
Right.
I was posted, a couple months ago, so it's on 10,000 views right now.
I'm getting head off that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Check Blaze in the background, baby, letting it know everybody. That's what it is. And I had an opportunity to listen to a lot of the tracks, man. You know what I'm saying? And, some tracks that you didn't send me, I had already kind of did my thing, and kind of pulled up some other tracks that you had, man. I like the track that you did called Team Part 2, Hell Hollow, Get Up.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. You talking to somebody that really done the research, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's my kind. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? So that's my kind of music, baby. And for all those that's out there, man, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in right here, baby, because after this interview, baby, we gonna bang a whole bunch of tracks. You know what I'm saying? That KP sent over, man, with his man Blaze Hollow in the background. You dig?
Another thing, I want to give a big shout out to my manager, DJ Jamie O, in the building, because he's holding it down for me. Now, he doing his thing. He set this whole thing up. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's nephew in the building.
He got actually, for everybody that's listening, I got a show coming up November 26th in New York City. I will let y'all know the future details on Monday.
Yeah.
And actually, that song he about to play called Bust It, I'm going to be performing that song. So learn the words. You hear me now?
No doubt, baby. All right, so listen, man, I got a question. I got a couple questions, and one of them is easy and the other one is hard. You dig? So one of the questions that it's a pretty simple question, man. Other than doing your music the way that you're doing your music, what's other aspirations that you have, man, that you're looking to do, man? Are you looking to get into some acting, or you know what I mean? You tell me the story, man. What is it else that you're trying to do, man?
All right, so besides the music, you brought up acting. I was actually called by a company named 99 Modeling and Acting in New York City. I went there. I was supposed to be in a film with T.I. and what's her name, Queen Latifah. They're doing a new movie together. I was supposed to be in that movie, but it just didn't fit my criteria at the moment.
Okay.
My manager, DJ Jamie, he actually asked me if I was getting into any acting.
Right.
But that's not in my cards right now.
Right.
But I wouldn't say for the future. I would love to get into acting. But if you're asking as far as if my music doesn't play out the way I want it to,
right,
what do I want to do from then?
Right.
Actually, I've always had a dream and a goal to be a United States diplomatic security special agent.
What?
If my music doesn't fall out. A lot of people don't know what that is, so I'll explain a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit,
time being. So what a United States diplomatic security actually is, they actually have a lot of different branches. The branch I want to be in will be like, let's say, you got a drug dealer from Cuba shipping in cocaine to the U.S., I'll be the one they call to go over there to Cuba and bring his ass to, the United States. So that would be me.
Right.
I love that. I actually, I've been a security officer for a while. I got my license and all that stuff. So that's where I'm going to fall back on. My music doesn't play out. But I'm 135% my music going to play out because I'm dope. I'm KP.
You are KP, baby, with your man in the background over there with the Blaze Hollow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't miss. You know what I'm saying? No question, baby. So listen.
I'm about to tell Shorty you did.
Yeah. So here's the next question, though, that I got for you, kid. And I don't know if it's going to take you a long time to answer or you might answer real quick. But here's the question, man. If you had an opportunity to perform with an artist, dead or alive, past or present, who would that artist be and why?
Drake.
Oh, shit, that was right off the cuff, huh? Tell me why it's got to be Drake. Tell me why it would be Drake.
Because I love Drake. I've been a fan of Drake ever since before he was Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Before he was big icon that everybody knows now,
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Drake, even before he was on Degrassi, and people don't know that. Drake is my guy. Honestly, if Drake was listening to this right now, I would just tell him he's my number one favorite artist right now, and he inspired me a lot. He gave me a lot of motivation. I got to give a big shout-out to DJ Khaled because I watch him on Snapchat every single day, and he motivates me. Like, why can't I have what he has? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are my biggest idols, and if I could do a show with them, that would be my number one preference right there. Because not only is he he makes a substantial amount of money.
Right.
It's not about the money. It's just music. I can vibe to it because, believe it or not, he spits a lot of real. He spits real bars, but he does it in a way that everybody can bounce to it.
Right.
But if you really listen to it beyond the beat that's behind it,
Right.
he actually spits a lot of real shit.
Yeah,
And
real
I
talk.
fuck with that.
Real talk.
Love Drake.
Yeah, no doubt, baby. For all my listeners out there, man, y'all got an opportunity to hear first. You know what I'm saying? I got my man, Kid Prodigy, on the call. You know what I'm saying? Him and his man in the background over there. We talking Blaze Hollow. You know what I'm saying? And these cats is in the building explaining, you know what I'm saying, the way that they do their music and how they get down. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in, man, because we going to be banging some of that Kid Prodigy and that Blaze Hollow, man, immediately after this interview right here. Hey, yo, KD, baby. KP, baby. Listen, man, before we go, I want to give you an opportunity to shout out and plug everything and everybody, man, that's helped you get to the place to where you are today, kid.
Yeah. First of all, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my mother because she birthed me and raised me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love my mom. I want to give a shout out to my big brother, Vandell Andrews. I love that nigga. He taught me a lot of things. I want to give a shout out to my man Blaze Hollow in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's my right hand.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you're ever in CT and you come to Danbury, let me give a shout out to Chipotle because you know what I'm saying. That's where I work. That's my job. Let me give a shout out to Quinn. Let me give a shout out to Jen because they know what I had to do tonight. They let me out of work early. You heard me now.
So they know if they listen, they know this is real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no question. Hey, man, listen, man. Let me just say this to you, KP. You and your man Blaze in the background over there, you dig? May you cats, man, always be blessed in the things that you do every day, you heard? And may you prosper each and every day, man, for all the things that you do each and every day, you heard?
And another thing, shout out DJ Jamio. That's my brother, man.
No question.
I love him forever and old.
No doubt. Hey, Kid Prodigy, Blaze Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all keep doing what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we holler at you cats at a
doing, baby.
no doubt.
It, baby.
Yeah, we gonna holler at you cats at a later date, baby. All right?
Always and forever.
You hear me, baby? Peace.